Okay, if you're a solopreneur, you know this feeling. You are working harder than ever, your to-do list is an absolute monster, but at the end of the week, you're just left with that one nagging question. What did I actually get done? Well, today we are going to fix that for good. We are diving deep into the one system that creates compounding clarity and, honestly, separates the pros from the amateurs. Mastering the weekly review. So, does this sound familiar? You wrap up Friday totally fried. You know you were busy, you felt it, but you can't really pinpoint a single needle you move forward. And then, boom, Monday morning hits, and it feels like you're already playing catch-up. Now, let's be super clear about something. This isn't because you're not working hard enough. No way. It's because you're working without a system. And that's not just tiring. It's genuinely dangerous for your business. And this right here, this is the core of the problem. Running your business on pure gut feel and a chaotic to-do list, it's literally like trying to fly a plane in a storm with no instruments. You might feel like you're moving fast, sure, but you have no idea if you're gaining altitude, losing fuel, or heading straight for a mountain. It's incredibly stressful, it's inefficient, and frankly, it's just a matter of when, not if, you run into some serious trouble. So, let's get right into it. Section 1, Flying Blind. We're going to talk about the very real cost of running on that gut feel. Because that constant state of overwhelm, it's not a personal failure, It's a systemic one. It's just what happens when you don't have a reliable way to get a clear, honest look at your business. But the good news is, we can absolutely fix it. And it starts by understanding the cycle you might be trapped in right now. And this is the cycle, isn't it? It's almost universal for so many of us. You finish the week just plain exhausted, but with this vague sense of unease. Like, what did I even do? Then Monday feels like a frantic scramble from the get-go. And those same frustrations, that one project you keep putting off, that marketing channel that isn't really working, they just keep showing up week after week. This isn't a business plan, it's a hamster wheel. And the only way off is to install an instrument panel. Okay, so this is where everything starts to shift. We're moving into Section 2, your business instrument panel. This is all about going from a state of constantly reacting to every single fire and every email to actually running your business with real intention. And the weekly review? That is your control panel. It's that scheduled time to see where you've been, where you are right now, and then decide where you're going next. So what is this instrument panel really? It's the weekly review. And look, it's so much more than just planning. It's a scheduled, structured session to assess the past and deliberately design the future. You got to think of it as your command center. It's that 1 hour a week where you stop being an employee in your business and you get to be the CEO of your business again.
This quote from the productivity legend, David Allen. This is the entire philosophy right here. Your brain is brilliant at creative problem solving. It's amazing at having new ideas, but it's a horrible office admin. Just awful. Trying to juggle every deadline, every idea, every client follow-up, all in your head is a guaranteed recipe for stress and for dropping the ball. The review gets all of that stuff out of your head and into a system you can actually trust. Because when your brain is cluttered, your business is cluttered. Period.
So what's the blueprint? How does this thing actually work in practice? Well, the system is surprisingly simple. It's built on a battle-tested 3-phase framework. And this isn't about adding more work to your plate. It's about creating a streamlined process that gives you maximum clarity and actually drives sustainable growth. So the framework has 3 distinct phases, and trust me, the order is absolutely critical. First, you get clear. This means you empty all your collection buckets, your email, your notebooks, your downloads folder, everything into one trusted place. Second, you get current. You review your project lists, your calendar, your action items, you mark things done, you adjust as you need to, and only then, only when you have a clear and accurate picture of reality do you earn the right to get creative and plan the week ahead.
Hey, pay attention here, because this is the single biggest mistake people make. We love the creative part, right? The fresh start, the exciting new plans. So we just jump straight to it. But if you try to plan your future without first understanding your present reality, you're building on a foundation of sand. Your plans will feel hollow, your system's going to feel untrustworthy, and you will abandon it. The order is non-negotiable.
Okay, so now that you have the how, let's talk about the what. What do you actually look at during this review? The key here is to focus on the vital few metrics that drive real business outcomes, and having the discipline to ruthlessly ignore all the vanity metrics that just feed your ego. The distinction here is simple, but it's so profound. On one side, we have outcome metrics, revenue, qualified leads, client work actually delivered. These things tell you if the business is healthy and if it's growing.
On the other side, we have vanity metrics, things like follower counts and website traffic. Yeah, they can feel good, but they are often just distractions unless they directly inform a strategic decision for the next week.
Okay, so you've reviewed the numbers that matter. Now what? Here is a pro tip that can completely change the trajectory of your entire week. You don't try to fix everything at once. You don't create a massive list of 10 ambitious goals. You focus on just one single high-impact fix. This is the million-dollar question you have to end every single review with. If I fix just one thing next week, what would have the biggest impact? See, improve marketing, that's a wish, it's not a fix. But send follow-up emails to the 3 leads from last month. That is a fix. Get more clients is a wish. Reach out to 5 past clients for referrals. That is a fix. Be specific. Laser focus on one priority beats 5 fragmented efforts every single time.
All right, the theory makes sense. But how do you actually put this into practice without it becoming another overwhelming project? Let's build a zero-budget, no-excuses action plan that you can start implementing literally the second this explainer ends. First things first, block the time. The most common slots are Friday afternoon to close out the week with clarity or Monday morning to really set the trajectory. But ultimately, the best time is simply the one you will actually keep. So schedule it as a recurring event, and then you have to treat it like a non-negotiable meeting with your most important client, which, by the way, is you.
And please, please do not let perfection be the enemy of progress here. If a full hour feels intimidating, just start with 15 minutes. Use that time for one single task. Get your primary email inbox to 0. That alone is a huge win. A 15-minute mini review done consistently is infinitely more powerful than a perfect review that you never actually do. Build the habit first, then you can expand the duration later.
All right, here it is, your launch sequence. This is what I want you to do as soon as this is over. Number 1, open your calendar and block that recurring time. Do it now. 2, create a simple note with 3 headings: clear, current, creative. That's it. 3, pick 3 to 5 outcome metrics to track. 4, at the end of your very first review, identify and write down your one fix for the week. And 5, the most important step of all, show up again next week. Consistency is everything.
So, let's bring it all home. We are not talking about adding another massive project to your plate. We're talking about 1 hour a week. 1 hour. Just ask yourself, what if that single hour was the investment that finally stopped the cycle of reactive chaos and put you firmly back in the pilot seat? It is the highest leverage activity you can possibly do for your business. Go block that time right now. Your future self is counting on it.